Hi everyone, welcome to Pillars of Love. This is a channel for love readings aimed at the Twin Flame Collective. High-level soulmates may also resonate with the messages. Spirit brought me here tonight to do a message for the Divine Masculines. They said a tough love message for the Divine Masculines. So if you're a Divine Feminine, you may not want to watch. You may want to watch to see the energy of your Divine Masculine if you've been resonating with my other messages. Up to you, but this is aimed at the Divine Masculine Collective. Where do you want to start? All right, let's get started. What is this message you want to bring through for the Divine Masculines at this time? Why are you bringing through tough love? What is it you want to say to them? Why do they need this tough love? Please, Spirit, what is the message you want to bring through? Please clarify. Whoa, okay. Please clarify this Page of Pentacles in reverse, please. Please clarify this Page of Pentacles in reverse, please. Please clarify this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Please clarify the Hermit. Please clarify the Hermit. Please clarify the Hermit, Spirit. Okay. Okay, so the only card we have in the upright here is the Nine of Swords, which tells me that you're very in your mind, highly in your mind, overthinking, anxious thoughts, painful thoughts. Every other card is reversed. I'm not going to walk you through all of them. I'm just going to bring through the overall message. Basically, you're not doing the work. Whoever this is for, I mean, you'll know, Divine Masculine, if this is for you or not. If you're doing the work and you are just certain that you are, you might want to click off because this is not the reading for you. This is for some highly stubborn Divine Masculines. You're refusing to let things that need to end. You're refusing to step out of patterns that you should long have, like ages ago, stepped out of. You're indecisive. You're not following through on the steps that Spirit has guided you to take in changing yourself and changing your circumstances. You're not going within. You're not taking control. You're not taking control of your life. You're sitting here, You're sitting here possibly like, why me? Poor me. How can I get out of this? They've already told you, you have everything you need to get out of this. You need to go within and realize that. You're defensive. You don't want to release control. That's the big overall that I'm getting. You do not want to release control. You do not want to surrender. You don't want anyone telling you what to do. Divine, me, you don't want anyone telling you what to do. And maybe in your mind you're like, well, what can I do to change this? What can I do to change this? But really it's that you don't want to take action to change this. You want it to be magically changed for you. And while Spirit will come through and help in great ways, like magnificent ways, you have to take the first step. You have to take care of yourself and changing yourself, your thought processes, addressing your emotions, addressing your intentions, your actions. If there's a habit, a person, a mindset, a job, anything, if there is something you need to walk away from, I mean, Spirit occasionally, it does just rip things out of people's lives when they're this stubborn. They'll pull a tower moment through. But they've given you plenty of tower moments. You are resisting. You are clinging to the things that you need to stop clinging to. And I feel like many of you know this. You know what you need to change because you're constantly thinking about it. You're just constantly dwelling in this pain, in this misery, in this overthinking, and expecting something to change without you putting in the work. I'm getting that spirits, they don't want to bring you any more tower moments. They're done bringing you tower moments, or for the most part. I'm not saying they won't happen still, but it's basically, they want you to take action. So they may leave you alone for a bit and not bring any through. They're not going to solve this for you. Once you start taking action, they will come in and they will help you in ways you probably can't even imagine right now because you're very stuck in this energy. But you have to take the time to work on yourself. You have to face yourself. You have to face your actions. Oh, my right ear is ringing like crazy right now. Yeah, they are quite serious about this. You need to take matters into your own hands. You are not helpless. That's what I'm hearing. It took a while to come through. You are not helpless. You may be in a really tough situation, but many of you brought yourself into this situation. And Spirit has been trying and trying and trying to help you out of it as much as they are able without you doing the work and asking for their help and surrendering to their guidance. Maybe some of you are asking for help. Maybe you're praying, saying, what can I do? While you're in this mindset, while you're thinking about all the things that you consider problems in your life, all the things that you need to walk away from, all the things causing you stress. You're saying, how do I get out of this situation? What are the next steps? But they are bringing you the guidance and you're either not hearing it because you're not going within. You're not in touch with your intuition and yourself enough and Spirit to hear the messages. Or you just don't like the guidance that they're bringing you and you're like, well, isn't there an easier way? Isn't there a different way? Can't I do it my way? No, your way is not working. Your way has you in this mess. Sorry to be so intense. This is Spirit, not me. Just so you know, just channeling. But I was planning on doing a reading for my other account tonight, a pick a pile, and they were like, no, I want this message to come out. So they are very serious about this, and they care so much about you and getting you to a better place. It's not that it's not that they're trying to be mean. They can't do anything else to help you at this time. You have to help yourself. I just saw 1212 on the timestamp. I want to look up that number. See what the spiritual meaning is. And then I saw 123. Yeah, you need to I'm saying this and really take matters into your own hands. Spirit's giving you this opportunity, but you have to grasp it. They're giving you a chance for change, but you have to do the work to change. Okay, I want a little more. What else do you have, Spirit? Yeah. Stop sitting in regret. Some of you, it's that you feel so bad about your past actions that you're just dwelling on them. Spirit wants you to recognize your past actions, yes, address them, apologize to those you need to, but they don't want you to dwell in this place. They don't want you to just have a pity party, be super down on yourself endlessly because of something you did in the past. What they are asking of you is to recognize what you've done and change those ways. They're looking to give you a kick in the ass right now, but they're not looking to like punish you and keep you in this place. They want you to stop being in this place. You are the one punishing yourself at this point. It's you. In the original tarot deck, this card has 2 cups upright and 3 are behind the person that's on the card. The ones in front of them are spilled and the ones behind them are upright. So all they're looking at basically is the spilled cups. But there are 3 behind them that are upright, or vice versa. I don't remember if it's 3 or 2, but it doesn't matter. The concept is the same. You are looking at the spilled cups and not realizing that you have cups sitting right behind you. The ones that have spilled, you're supposed to be moving on from. Spirit has another opportunity or more opportunities waiting for you, but you have to recognize that and get out of this energy first. You have to stop dwelling in misery, I'm hearing. Yeah, okay. Star came up in the challenge position, which is sideways like this. They're bringing you hope. This is a message of hope. You can change. You can change yourself. You can change the situation. They are here, ready to help you. The spirit guides are here, waiting to help. But you have to take the first step. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that the circumstances can change, and then take action to change yourself and the circumstances. And then they'll be waiting there to take you through the next step, to guide you through it. It's the whole leap and we'll catch you kind of thing. They've been pushing you. They've been trying to push you off the cliff, and you're not. You're resisting. You're pushing back against them. So, I mean, like, how much longer do you expect them to keep pushing you if you're saying energetically, no matter what you're saying verbally to them, if you are energetically saying no and resisting, there's not much they can do to help you. You still have free will. You have choice. Choose to take that leap. Go within and figure out what it is that you need to do. You have the answers and they are there with guidance. They're already bringing you the guidance. If you're not hearing it, then you just need to get quiet. You need to get more in tune with yourself. You need to clear your mind. You may be air signs, a lot of you. You can't think this through, is what they're trying to say. You need to clear your mind and allow your intuition to guide you. You're trying to like problem solve. Like, What's the best solution? What can I do? What action? But then you're not taking action. If you've thought of any good ideas, you're not taking action on them. But either way, you need to stop thinking so much about it. Release the mind. Breathe and allow the thoughts to leave you as best as you can. I know it's not that simple, meditation, those thoughts are still going to be coming and going, but in between those waves of thoughts, you can hear the guidance that they are trying to bring you. And they desperately want you to hear the guidance and then act on it. What else, Spirit? This is a card of determination, of overcoming obstacles. But in the reverse, it's like you're trying to overcome these obstacles in all the wrong ways. You're just wasting your energy worrying and thinking and dwelling, and instead of using that energy to find the true solution, or to take action on the actual, the steps that will bring it about. Put this energy into your inner work. You need to do the inner work. I just heard you need to shed your ego. For those I'm talking to here, you've got an ego problem. And I mean, the ego in and of itself is not necessarily a bad thing. It protects us. But you are acting entirely from ego, or mostly, I'm not going to say entirely, mostly from ego. You're not surrendering. You're not surrendering. Release the ego, release the mind, surrender to your intuition and your guidance from spirit. It's not this hard. It's not as hard as you're making it out to be, is what they're basically saying. You're overthinking it, overworking it in your mind, making it out to be something that's really difficult. And I'm not saying that the obstacles that you're facing or the steps you need to take to get past them are going to be easy necessarily, but they are not as hard as you're making them out to be. They're not as challenging as you're making them out to be. There's a lot of fear coming through. There's hurt insecurities, all of which you can address by going within. I mean, again, you're not going to do so perfectly, but if you face them a little bit and just take that first step, Spirit will come in and lift you up and take you 2 more steps. And then you'll take another step and they'll come in and bring you 2 more. That's how it works. But if you're not willing to even take the first step and get in touch with yourself and get in touch with them, actually listen to the guidance that they're giving you and have enough faith in them and yourself to take a step, there's nothing they can do. You have free will. If you want to keep yourself stuck here, you can. But all the energy I've been reading from the Divine Masculine Collective that I'm channeling is highly unpleasant. So I don't know why you would want to stay in this energy. This isn't even about a karmic right now. Like, you may be in a relationship with someone that's not your divine feminine right now, or dealing with karmic friendships or family members. This isn't even about them right now. I mean, yes, you may need to walk away from some of those, but this message is about you just going within and facing yourself. Then you can see the steps towards releasing whatever or whoever you need to. But they're really just addressing you, not you and your relationship with yourself. If you cannot fix the relationship with yourself, you cannot fix the relationships with those around you. Fix or release whatever needs to happen. If you're not addressing your inner world and your connection to yourself, for some, I feel like there is a lot of insecurity and like you're already being hard on yourself. So, I mean, I'm sorry if this comes across as really harsh, but this is the way Spirit is delivering the message. You need a kick in the ass, apparently. But they want to be clear that they don't want you dwelling in this energy of being down on yourself. They are trying to lift you up out of it. That's why they're like, ugh. Like you're the one being stubbornly stuck in misery and regret. You are the one being hard on yourself. They are telling you are capable of changing, and they are happy to help you with it. And you're just like, some it's like I don't deserve it. Some are just really comfortable in the situation they're in. Even though it's miserable, it's comfortable. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me personally, but it's like you've been in the situation for so long that it's familiar. That's not comfortable, perhaps. It's familiar. And there's a fear in releasing that. But I don't see any, like, you're not happy in this situation. I mean, if you think you are, again, this might not be the reading for you, but for the collective I'm channeling, you're not happy in your current situation. You're not happy with yourself. You're not happy, for at least some of you, with the people around you. And something needs to change. And it has to start with you. It has to start with you. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the Six of Swords came up in reverse. You're refusing to walk away from literally it's repeats. You're refusing to walk away from old patterns of behavior. You're refusing to walk away from people, places, things, whatever it is you need to walk away from. Mindsets. You need to walk away. And you need to go within so you know what it is that you need to walk away from and how to in the right way. Or in the best way possible. Just what the first step is. I'd move to calmer waters. That comes through with this card a lot. The original card it's a man rowing a boat. On one side of the water, the side he's moving away from, the waters are choppy, and on the other side, it's smooth. I mean, where you are it's choppy. It's unpleasant. It's turbulent. And it may not be entirely your fault, but some of it is your doing, and you're definitely the one keeping yourself in it. Like, whether other people are encouraging you to stay in this energy or this place or with this person or not, they do not control you. You control your actions. So you are the one keeping yourself there. You have free will. Spirit can't control your actions, and neither can other people. So if that's the case, for some of you, it's not going to be for all of you, but if there are people who are verbally, emotionally, mentally in some way, I'm going to say manipulating you, but like really, they could mean well. They could truly mean well and think that you're better off where you are, in the situation you're in, doing the job you're doing, whatever it is. But you're clearly not. You are clearly not better off in the energy you're in the place you are, with whoever you're with, whatever it is for you. It's going to be different for all of you, but if you have to, you're going to have to find the strength to stand up to these people. That might be step one, is telling someone, look, this is my life. I'm not happy where I'm at. I don't entirely know where I'm going from here, but I need to make some changes, so I'm going to figure out how to do that. But you definitely need to go within. Other people's opinions are not going to help you here. In general, if you ask me, they don't help. Your intuition and spirit will guide you. Those that really care about you will support you. Those that really are close with you should be able to see that you are not in a good place energetically, emotionally, mentally. So why would they want you to stay there? Expectations, hearing social expectations, the way it looks on the outside. Surface level, it's all surface level stuff. Even if they mean well, if they truly care, at the end of the day, whatever decision you make, they will support it. And if your choices don't align with theirs, then you just may need to go separate ways. It doesn't have to be in a harsh way, but your choices are yours and their choices are theirs. Your life is yours. Their life is theirs. If you have different opinions and different ways of going about your lives, that's just how it is. You shouldn't have to live their life and they shouldn't have to live yours. I mean, I don't know. It's one thing for people to try to you can take in their advice, take in their opinions, consider them. You don't necessarily have to cut off what everyone's thinking and saying or feeling about you. You can take in what advice or guidance they recommend, take it in, reflect on it, but don't take it as gospel, I'm hearing. Don't take it as fact. Consider it. See if it feels right for you. Find your own version of it if it kind of feels right, but it's just not quite. But at the end of the day, this is your life. You're the one that has to get up in the morning and do that job. You're the one that has to lay down at night next to that person. You're the one that has to collaborate with whoever you're collaborating with. Whatever it is you're doing, you're the one that's doing it. Now it may affect them a little bit if they're, in your life. But it's still your decision to make. I mean, you could be saying like, well, then why should I listen to spirit? Like, if I shouldn't listen to other people's opinions, why should I listen to you? Why should I listen to spirit? I mean, you don't have to. You haven't been. At least not taking action on the guidance that's been coming through. But I mean, I don't know. If you're here, this is a spiritual channel. If you don't believe that spirit has your best interest at heart, I don't know, this might not be the channel for you. Or you might not want to take the guidance. But if you're still listening at this point, half hour in, then I would say you're at least interested in trying to figure it out, trying to listen to the guidance and take action on it. And I can tell you, spirit wants the best for you, way more than any human, even those that love you the absolute most, even those that are totally fine with you making whatever decision you want. Like, spirit still cares way more about you than any human on this planet. And that's not meant to put people down. It's just that what did I say? Yeah, your spirit guides just want the absolute best for you. They're your go-to. They're your ride or dies. Truly your ride or dies. They're with you. I don't know, just through so much more than any human can be. And again, it's not to put down the people around you or anything. It's just they can see things that we as humans cannot see. And your ancestors in particular, I'm hearing they want me to mention them. They want you, for many of you, the things that you are dealing with are things that your family line has been dealing with for generations. And your ancestors, yeah, I'm getting chills, major chills. Your ancestors want you to break the chain. They want you to do what maybe they weren't able to do. And like, maybe you think that's not fair. I'm about to start crying. I'm getting emotional. Your ancestors really want this. Yeah. They want you to change this for their family line. And yeah, that's maybe unfair that you have to take on this burden. But really it's not a burden. It's a gift. They weren't able to do this. They weren't able to experience freedom from these things in their lives, and you have the opportunity to. That's why they're pushing so hard. You have the opportunity to make this change. It's right here at this time. You are ready for this. You can do this. And they are begging you to do this. Let's see, anything else? I just saw 3553 on the timestamp. So yeah, for some of you, I'm getting fear of failure. So I guess, yeah, for some of you, it's that maybe you've received the guidance and you know at least what the first step is to take, or what needs to change in the big picture, even if you don't know that first step. But there's this fear of things not going the way you want. It's like, it's back to the familiar thing. It's like, well, at least I know what I have now. Fear of the unknown. It's like, at least I know what I have currently. And if I take these steps, I can make my life worse. It's like you're afraid of making it worse. I don't think you can make it worse. This is some rough energy. It can only go up from here. There may be some of you that did take like one step, but you didn't see the result that you wanted. Impatience. I'm not saying everything's going to be resolved with one step, but it will begin to take you in that direction. It's definitely not going to resolve if you don't take steps. If you take one, don't see what you want, don't see the results that you would prefer, and then just stop, like go back to what you had, go back to, revert, because you didn't see what you wanted out of the action you took. Sometimes things take a little time. I'm not claiming this is going to be a quick solve. This card is The work you put in will pay off, but you have to put in the work. And it came up sideways in the challenge position, which is mean you're not putting in the work, or you are just being highly impatient with the one step you did take towards the work. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm getting integration. So, I mean, this is doing the inner work, but you see how the eyes are dark on this side and they're light on this side. And then here it's like they combine and the third eye is lit up. You need to integrate your shadow and your light sides. I mean, you want to look up shadow work and do some research on what that is and get into that a little bit. I mean, definitely just doing the inner work is shadow work, but if you want to get specific with the definition of it and exactly, get advice on how to do it better, by all means, it will help. So I feel like they're having me channel really quickly, so if it's not coming out super clear, go back and listen to the message again. Because they're having me say things on repeat, so I feel like you should be able to get it at some point if they're being too quick with it. At the bottom of the deck we had the Five of Swords. So conflict of the mind, conflict with others. I mean, really, there could be a lot of people telling you not to make the changes that you need to make. If you agree with them and you think that's the way to go, again, you have that choice. But Spirit highly recommends that you do not take that route. It'll only become more painful. If you stay where you are in the energy that you're in, doing the same things, I just heard it. Yeah. Doing things the same and expecting things to change, it's never going to happen. Life is always changing to a degree. But the overall energy of your life, the overall situation of your life, where you're at right now, it's not going to change without you making a change. And the mind it's very present in this reading. It's very heavy. Still getting like, for some of you, it's like this prideful energy of, well, yes, Spirit, I do want to change these things and I do want to get to the place where you want me to get as well, but I think I prefer to do it this way. But your this way is the way you've always done it, which is just going to keep you where you're at. Like, it is like trying to do the same thing, essentially. Do it the same way. Even if you're trying to take it in a different direction, if you're acting the same way, keeping the same mindsets, staying around the same people who are, if this represents the energy of the people around you as well as some of your energy, then you need to remove some of the people in your life because they don't mean you well. They don't mean you well. There may be some that are giving you advice from the goodness of their heart and truly believe that they're giving you the best advice, but there are definitely some that benefit from you staying in this place. That's what I just heard. There are people in your life, for a majority of you at least, that benefit from you staying stuck. And that is why they're telling you to stay where you're at. Now, I'm not suggesting you start a bunch of conflict with them. I'm just suggesting you stand up for yourself, which could, yes, create conflict depending on how they respond to that, but just be as calm and firm as you can be. Because where you're at is not good for you. And again, if they truly cared about you, if they truly wanted you to be happy, they would support your decision to move forward to something better, to move into a better mindset, to move to a better job for you, to move to a better person for you. They would support positive change in your life. Even if, their opinion of what positive is for you differs. If you tell them multiple times, no, I'm sorry, this is what I want. This is what feels right for me. I've thought about it. I've felt about it. I've meditated about it. I've prayed about it. Then, I just saw 10:10 on the timestamp. I'm cutting together 2 videos because I had to pause for a minute if you're wondering why the timestamp is lower than the last one I called out. Yeah, the people in your life should want a positive change for you. Even if they don't see the route you're taking as the best one for you, they have to respect what you believe is right for you. And if they don't, it may be time to walk away from those people. Spirit's like, no, it's definitely time. If they do not support this change, it's time to walk away from them. You need this change. This is intense energy. I'm not liking how I'm feeling throughout this. So if this is how you're feeling regularly, why wouldn't you want to change that? Or maybe you want to. I'm not saying you don't want to. I saw 11:11 on the timestamp. I guess it's just like, if you're in this place, wouldn't you want to do everything you can to get out of it? Your fears that it's going to get worse than it already is, they're not legitimate. I'm not saying life will be perfect. Life is never perfect. There are always challenges. They just said, you're not on your authentic path. And when you're on your authentic path, it will be smoother, even when you face obstacles. And when you work on yourself, you will feel more capable of getting through obstacles, getting over them, getting past them, moving through them. They won't seem as big. Yeah, they're just showing me. So imagine this is an obstacle. When you go within, you rise above it. You rise above it. You don't have to go through it anymore. You rise above it. I hope that makes sense. It's just a visual for you to get an understanding. They won't seem so heavy. They won't seem like they're bringing you down because you will be lifting yourself up. They can be very metaphorical. Okay, drawing me to the oracle cards now. I feel like they're slowing down. They had me just split the deck. 2 of Wands. You have a decision to make. Which wand are you going to take? Which path are you going to take? Grab that wand. That sounded dirty. It wasn't meant to be dirty. But grab the wand that is right for you and move forward with it. With passion. With determination, I'm hearing. With focused determination. If the first step is not easy, I mean, I'm not claiming it will be. I'm not claiming the second step will be easy or the third. But it will be taking you to a better place. That is what they're promising. Promising. They're really emphasizing that word. They are promising it will be better if you make the changes that you need to make to yourself and then to your outer world. This is... I channeled a message like this on my HC Millican Instagram account. I don't remember if it was the one for today or yesterday, but it was basically about a collective of people that they couldn't see their way out of a situation. And the way out is changing yourself, your inner world first, which will then help you to change your actions. And changing your actions and your choices will then change your outer world. It will change your life for the better. So make the positive inner change, and the outer will become more positive as well. Your inner world reflects your outer world. I know I am just repeating myself to a degree, but I mean, apparently that's what you need. Spirit does that anyway. If that doesn't tell you how much they care. They put in so much effort bringing about the same message like millions and millions of times so that we as humans hear it, get it. They probably say it just tons of times before we even hear it. And then we hear it and it's like we still have to take time to take it in, figure out how to then move with it. And they are willing to put in that work. They're telling me to suggest praying again. Pray. But prayer is not an excuse to not take action, they're saying. Again, don't leave it up to them because you have to take the first step. You have to make some changes to yourself and your life. They will support you in these changes. First you surrender the situation to them so they can bring you the guidance you need in moving forward. And then you can ask them for help in taking those steps. And they will help you with it. I can't exactly tell you how, in different ways for all of you, depending on your situations especially, but if you work on yourself and you keep speaking to them about what you're struggling with, as long as you keep taking a step here and a step there, they will fill in the blanks. They will help you in massive, massive ways. Really, I've experienced it in my life. I'm constantly experiencing it. I'm constantly trying to surrender more and more while also taking action towards bettering myself and my life. It's not easy, but it is possible. It's more than possible. You are more than capable of this. So let's get some oracle messages for you. Okay. Manifest. Yeah. And manifestation is not just thought. It's not just thinking about something, feeling something, believing something. It is turning, I saw 1818 on the timestamp. It is, what are they trying to get through? Okay, so what they're saying is, the first step is transforming your mindset or releasing mindsets, releasing the mind, releasing things of the mind that are not serving you and replacing them with ones that do, thought processes that do serve you. But then you have to turn those thoughts into belief. That's a big thing that I've been, I spoke about it on my Patreon recently. It's when you take the thoughts and transform them into a tangible feeling, a belief, where you can, where you can really feel it and believe in it, and you just keep working towards believing it. That's when it starts to manifest. But there's also an action step. It's hard to put into words. I'm struggling to put it into words, but thought, belief, and action. I do believe you can manifest certain things with just transforming your thoughts into beliefs. Because law of attraction, you'll start attracting better by bettering yourself, by transforming your beliefs. You'll bring those to you. But there are still, you can't just sit on your ass and not do anything. You still have to take some action. At least in this situation, I'm feeling like you're facing massive changes in your outer world and inner world. So action is required. I'm going to see where the booklet is for this and read it. Yes. Okay. Well, first off, the animals on the front of this card are a beetle, a dolphin, an owl, and a ram. So some or all of those could be animal spirit guides of yours. You may want to look them up and see what their meanings are. I'm hearing, yes, Spirit would like you to look them up. At least if you feel drawn to a particular one, look that one up and see what the meaning is. You may have to look through a couple different sites or something to find a meaning that really resonates, but there's a meaning out there for at least one of these spirit guides for you that will resonate, will be a message for you in some way. And you'll know it's for you. You'll know. Okay, so manifest. Create your most abundant reality by aligning with your desires. Remove blockages that stand in the way of reaching these dreams. To live with intention, awareness, and gratitude. It's saying, sorry, this is phrased in a way that I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Act as if. So act as if it already exists in that way is what I'm getting, start acting in a way that your life has, just imagining, believing that you already are experiencing it in a different way, in the way that you desire. Act as if it is so, and then it will be so. Align your vibes. Law of attraction. What energy are you putting out into the universe? What you put out is what you're getting back. So some of you really need to address your intentions, your motives. Because if you're attracting negative energy, I did say earlier, a lot of you have put yourself in this situation, and I'm not trying to bring blame upon you or put you down. Because I've already said Spirit does not want you to stay in that place. Some of you have been in that place for too long. It's time to come out of it. Just recognize that so that you can see how to change it. Change what you're putting out into the universe and you'll change what you're receiving. Yeah, literally the next line says, check your motives. Excuse me. Wow, hang on. Throat chakra. Just completely went out. Yeah, some of you need to work on your throat chakra. That might be part of the problem. You don't know how to stand up for yourself with the people who are not in agreement with the changes that you need or want to make. So anyway, this line said, check your motives and right size your ego. It's not release your ego because you can't. It's a part of you, but Some of you need to shrink it. Yeah, shrink it. It's a bit too big. It's a lot too big for some of you. All right, Spirit, you are not pulling your punches tonight. The affirmation for this card is, I am manifesting my greatest reality. I am successful and respected in all that I do. My heart and mind are clear, present, and grateful. You can make these changes. You can manifest a better reality. I know some of you have been through a lot. I do. I can feel that. It's like the third time I've almost started crying in this reading. I can feel that you've been through a lot, and Spirit and I were not trying to make you feel worse. But it's time for a change. And some of you you're either not seeing that, or you see it and you don't know the way out, or you do know the way out and you're just in so much fear or pride that you won't take the steps. Start by going within. But for those of you that have already gone within and you have your guidance and you just need to take that first step, fucking do it. Sorry, that was Spirit, not me. Fucking do it, they say. It's not as hard as you're making it out to be for that group of you. You're overthinking. You're overthinking it. Stop dwelling in regret. Stop dwelling in the obstacles that you have to face. Just face them. Just face them. It doesn't get much worse than this. We don't have the Ten of Swords out here. That's the only one that's like a bit more painful than the Nine of Swords. And really, I'm getting Ten of Swords energy with all of the other cards here. I've also pulled the Ten of Swords for the Divine Masculine Collective a number of times in the past year. They're trying to help you. I'm trying to help you by passing along this message. Please, if this triggers you, please don't take it out on me. Just exit out of the video if you really don't want to hear this. But some of you desperately need to hear this. Oh, Spirit, anything else you want to pull through for them before we go? Okay, that's a lot of cards, but I'll take... Yes, I will take the one on top. Oh, yep. Okay, they want this one too. Do you want all of these? Okay, I'm just going to go through them quickly. This is a lot of cards. I'm not going to read them all. I'll read the top one from the booklet, though. Go beyond karma. This is what your ancestors want. They want you to break free from the karmic cycle that you're in. That's what's happening right now. You're in a karmic cycle. You're stuck in a specific karmic cycle that you need to break free from. The next card up, unsurprisingly, is Look Within. That's how you go beyond this karmic cycle. You do the inner work. The next card is Truth. Face the truth of yourself, of your situation, of where you need to go from here. Face the guidance that Spirit's bringing through to you. Cycle. I feel like that one just goes with the karmic cycle over here, but I'm hearing don't resist the cycles. Again, resistance. You're resisting the change. Stop resisting and expand. It's time to expand. Through faith, release your fear and step into faith. Here, I'm going to read this top one. Go beyond karma. The animals for this one are camel, spider, and tiger. Balance. Ease into presence. Only way to free you from karma is awareness and acceptance. Awareness of reality in this moment provides balance. We must go beyond karmic loops. Yes. Yin yang, the unfolding and identification of patterns we keep finding ourselves in. Yes. The unfolding and identification of patterns we keep finding ourselves in. You've got to break those patterns, or this pattern, this karmic cycle that you are in. Some of you already know what it is. Some of you don't, but a large majority of the collective I'm speaking to, even if you don't know the steps to take to get out of it right now, because you need to go within, you know what it is that needs to change at least. Because you've been thinking about it heavily. Okay. Align with love and acceptance. Awareness of cosmic consciousness, so connecting to spirit, your intuition. To be in this world and not of it. Not be a victim. Some of you are, you're in victim mode. You're not victims. You've been through a lot. Yes, some of you, a majority of you. I saw 3030 on the timestamp just now. Look, I feel like this is a post on Instagram that you've probably seen like a billion times, but it's the truth. You're not responsible for the things that have happened to you, the hurts, the pains. Many people may have hurt you, done things to you, caused you to initially step into the energy, the mindsets, the patterns that you're in. But it is your responsibility to get out of them. It is your life. It is your actions that get you out of them. Those people aren't going to come and help you out of them. They got you into them. Or the life situation that you went through got you into them. But if you want out of them, you have to at least take the first step. I saw 3131. Yeah, you need to take action. Don't be a victim. It won't help you. It won't. It'll just keep you stuck. I know victim mode very well, and I've worked hard to get out of it. I'm not saying I'm done with the work, but I've worked hard, and you got to take that first step. Spirit will help you with it. Just don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the possibility of positive change. Your affirmation for this card is, I accept this moment. It is exactly what I need for my spiritual growth. Yes, okay, so that's something a lot of you need to see too. You know, you're dwelling in maybe the why me, or the why did this happen, or, you know, why do I have to get myself out of this? Why do I have to make these changes for my ancestry line? Whatever you've been through happened to help you grow. No matter how difficult it was, how terrible it was, there was purpose behind it. I mean, you know, humans have free will to a degree, so I'm not saying that spirit brought people in necessarily to harm you, but they put those people into your life knowing who they were. You were brought together for a reason. Yeah, it's everything that's happened is meant to grow you. It's your choice to stay stuck or not, whether you want to allow it to help you grow or not. So I'm going to start this over so you get the full affirmation. I accept this moment. It is exactly what I need for my spiritual growth. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for my awareness. I embrace all that you have in store for me with an open heart, mind, and soul. Yes. So acceptance is coming through strongly. You've got to find acceptance of the situation. For many of you, you've got to accept your past behavior. You know, maybe it's not so much what others did to hurt you, maybe, or it could be both, you know, because of what others did to hurt you, you then turned around and hurt other people, whether in this way or in a different way, hurt people, so you've got to heal yourself. Again, I'm not blaming you for if someone hurt you and that's how you ended up in this victim mode and these patterns. I'm very sorry. I am. But it is your responsibility to get out of it. 3434 on the clock. Get yourself out of it, masculines. If not for yourself, do it for your divine feminines and the other people in your life. I just saw 3, 4, 5, 6 on the clock, which is taking steps up, growing. I just heard, I don't know if you're familiar with the TV show The Jeffersons, but I heard the theme song, moving on up to the, I don't remember all the words, but to that deluxe apartment in the sky, moving on up. So you're moving on up, or at least you have the ability to, the possibility to, the potential to. Spirit's encouraging you to. Go within, listen to the guidance, figure out your next steps, and then take them. I know it's not that simple, but it's also not as complicated as many of you are making it. If any of you want a personal reading, I am happy to help you figure out these steps. I'd be honored if you trusted me with this. But either way, please do. Please figure it out for yourself. Please go within and talk to Spirit about it. This world needs as many of us growing and changing in a positive way as possible. Your growth will influence other people too. It's not just about you. If you need any of my information, it's down below in my description box. I'll have the decks that I use below too if you're interested in that. Please, masculines, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and take action in this.